Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel as the one and only Bridgeman and the legend that is JFK. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Evening, Ox here, evening, Fox, and evening, Bridgeman.
Oh, Bridgeman's here, mate. Fox, how are we doing, mate?
Aloha. Did you think I was Bridgeman there?
Aye, did I?
It must be the laughing gas it's getting to him, Fox.
That is the wonderful Fox. Sorry, guys.
How are you, Fox? Still on a high, mate?
Aye, absolutely. Busting my pride after last night. But it was dampened today. I had to go out today and get absolutely drowned, mate. Drowned I got.
Oh.
It's alright for you sitting in wee comfy offices when us all pensioners have got to hack it out there in the real world.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say, mate?
You could have a bit of sympathy.
He doesn't, though.
No. It's not my fault he can't time the buses, is it?
You've got to get off the buses and walk places, you know. Anyway.
I suppose so. Right, last night, what a performance, great result. But what I've got to say is 4 fabulous goals, JFK.
Definitely, everyone better than the next one. So, yeah, really pleased about last night. You know, it's a performance that we were all hoping for and we got it. There wasn't a fault in the team. It was always, we said last night, the minimum was 7 and 8. So there was a couple of 9s in there. We all picked our own favourite that we thought was the man of the match. It was a fantastic team performance and it bodes well for going forward. So, yep, can't wait till next Thursday. We'll finish the job. Remember, there's still tickets available. Go and fill Ibrox. Game's not done yet. Just keep that in the head. Game's not done yet. Just go and shout loud and proud. Get there.
The game started. I thought we were always a better team, Fox. They had about a 5-minute spell where they had a throw in a corner right under the bar. They put it, great delivery. And we defended both of them well, but I thought we were still the better team for most of the first half, even before we scored.
Aye, we started to come into the game, as you say, after about 10 minutes. I think the midfield started to win balls and take control of the game. And we just pushed on for there right up to half-time. And just before half-time, we got the great Alfredo header.
Well, I think that's only half the story, Brad. Eh?
I liked Gerrard last night. He always, that's a nickname for, when we've got him as El Buffalo and I call him Fred. He called him Buff. Buff had a great game tonight.
Big Buff.
Big Buff he called him as well, so he did. Big Buff.
Buff.
Defensively we were really good. I mean, we said that last night, Ox here. I mean, we were really good. Couple of surprises, obviously, with the Mike Katic finished the goal.
But that was only half the story for the first goal, Fox. Yeah? What you're saying about Big Buff, as Jimmy's calling him now.
Big Buff. Aye. It was made by Tavernier, as per normal, mate.
Yeah,
he was blocking a shot 1 minute and a half and then tearing up the wing the next minute. Superb ball, an absolutely superb ball. Equally headed downwards by Alfredo and past the goalkeeper. Great goal.
And he got between the two defenders, and it's in the lobby just now. He got through in between the two defenders. Great header down the way, I like to tell you today. And I went between the goalie's legs, and we're 1-0 up just before half time, and we're saying, "Oh, this is good. We've got the away goal now." JFK.
It was a fantastic goal, a fantastic cross by Tav, and the way Big Buff got in there and in between the two defenders, and they headed it across the goalkeeper, which was a fantastic down and in. So, yeah, great start. Tav proved a lot of people wrong. We say he's maybe missing the Candyman bit. He really proved there last night that again he can cross a ball. That was a pingy a ball, as you call it. If you're a golfer, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, right on the spot, right on the honeypot, beautiful. And Fred was there to just put it in. Absolutely wonderful goal.
Aye,
Wonderful goal.
good
I
goal.
don't know if I'm liking this big buff.
Going back to
Carry
Fred
on, mate.
there.
It's
Aye.
bringing up sorts of connotations in my head. The big
Oh.
buff.
It's only because you're sick.
Aye, well, that's probably true.
But I think we'll go back to Alfredo and you can call him Fred JFK.
I'll just call him Freddie. I went from big buff to Fred in one sentence. I'm like Fox here. Big buff seems a bit.
Google it and see what you come up with, Fox.
No, I'm not there. I went up another Danish site.
Another Danish site.
If you put big buff Danish, you'll end up in a baking site.
Well, I don't know about that.
We got in 1-0 at half time, and the second half started. We started okay, nothing fantastic. We're keeping the ball. And then lo and behold, they've got us under a wee bit of pressure, nothing spectacular. We break away, body Jordan Jones, what's he carry it, 60 yards, JFK?
Oh, easily.
And then slips in Aribo, who passes the ball into the goal. The last time I think we scored a breakaway goal like that, we might be back to Lyon 2007 in Europe.
Well, you've got a good memory then, have you? Because I kind of, but it was. I mean, Jordan Jones's contribution to the whole game as well, but the contribution to that goal was absolutely fantastic. And Aribo's been a great find for us, and it's great that we bought him. He's not a loan player. No disrespect to the loan players that were brought in, but yeah, it was a nice finish. Right, just placed where he wanted to put it. Fantastic. Another. As I say, every goal from the first to the last was they all get better as we went on, mate. Definitely.
A fantastic goal, Fox. A great classic counter attack.
Great break. We got Jordan Jones, and Aribo timed his run to perfection.
Yeah.
Slid it just in front, by the defender, and tucked it away in the far corner. So
It's class, if you know what I mean. So, but then we're 2-0 up. We're thinking this is great. What a result! A couple of minutes later, we get a corner kick. Morelos controls it, puts it down to Big Katic, and what does he do next, Fox?
He put it away like Van Basten, mate. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Brilliant strike with the inside his foot, bent it into the corner. Terrific shot and goal.
Right. And then we lost. We were mad 10 minutes. JFK lost a couple of goals. First one's particularly scrappy.
The first goal, the boy done well to get it in the turn. I mean, I think really what had happened there. I mean, we were 3-0 up, and it's that all saying it. I mean, that's the time when it's easiest to lose a goal just after you've scored yourself. And at 3-0 up, apart from us being elated, the team must have been on a right high, and their concentration must have just dipped at that moment in time. And that was an unfortunate thing. But I was you know, even at 3-1, you're shouting and bawling. I know it's small, but you know that happens in a lot of games. You know that teams will lose a goal within a minute, and even shorter time in that after scoring themselves. So I'm not too unhappy in that. You know, it happened, but you know, I think we could see that as a thing that happens a lot of times, mate.
But then the positive of that was the resolve. The resolve was shown.
Yeah.
And then we got the fourth goal, Fox, when we broke away. Morelos again, and then he played it into Arfield, who I thought had a quiet game last night, and he passed it into the goal. Fox, we lost you.
No. You can't forget the part Tav played in that goal as well.
Aye.
Great run up the wing, slipped it in to Morelos. Morelos, a superb cutback. Scotty Arfield, 2 touches and the ball's in the back of the net. Great goal.
Aye, great goal. So the question we're asking the callers tonight, before the phone in, JFK, is what was the best goal? So if they want to call us in and give their thoughts, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you were brought into the call by the one and only Old School Blue. What I didn't realise in the third goal with Katich's goal, it was a nice touch with Kamara at the edge of the box to Morelos. I see Morelos' touch, but during the game live, I never noticed the nice flip with Kamara. So we've been joined with our first caller of the evening. It's Pool Ranger. Evening, Pool.
Hi, Pool.
How you doing, boys? How you doing, lads? All right?
Yep.
Evening.
How we doing, mate?
How's
All right?
it
What
on?
did you think of that then?
Aye, it was good. It was good, boys, wasn't it? It was good Hawks, wasn't it? Good performance. Really good performance. Just a quick one. Just a quick one, Bruce Hawks, before I make a point. It was just that I think there was a boy on last week when I was listening to Andy. He was for Christchurch. I think you kind of pointed him out where the club and that was.
Aye.
It's just a fan who's listening. It's just at the bottom end of Holdenhuff Road at Bournemouth, right along for the train station. He's not down here on his own. Get yourself along to the Bournemouth club. There's always 50, 60, 70s up there for all the games. Get yourself along. And he's not doing it himself, that's for sure.
Aye, I can vouch for that, mate.
Yeah, well done.
But no, that was really good. All night, lads, that was brilliant.
What was your favourite goal, mate? Because this is what I'm struggling with.
I've got to go with the first one, boys. I've got to go with the first one. The cross with Tav and Alfie. Alfie, the cross was superb, and Alfie's determination was absolutely phenomenal. I think Alfie's determination to get on it, and the header right under. There's only one header that's going to go in that net, and it's down below under the keeper's legs, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Really, really proud of the boys last night. I thought it was absolutely outstanding. They're a good hard team, tough team. They've beat numerous of teams in Europe. For us to go there, any Scottish team in general to go and score 4 goals in Europe is good, but for us to do it is brilliant.
That's a good choice here, Pool. You know, I think.
Also saying today, JFK, that he reckoned that was the worst out the 4 goals. There you go, huh?
But the first goal.
Aye.
But
that shows you how good on.
Aye, for me it'd be between the first and second.
I just think the build up with Tav's first touch to go by the man, swing the ball right in, and Alfie's finish. The keeper down below, right under the keeper. How many times you see a ball going across and the centre forward teasers it and it goes there the bar, it hits the post, it hits the bar, it goes by the post. Everything about the goal was just the cross, the header. It was sublime. It was brilliant. It was great to watch.
Yeah.
But you realise Morelos was involved in 3 out of the 4 goals. I mean, he made the flick for Katic, and then he made the run for Tav to shove it inside, and then he passed the ball into Arfield. Mm-hmm. So he had a great game last night, Pooler.
Yeah. I think it's good, Hawks, that all the boys on the park last night is your players, it's your team, and it's your players. We're not relying on other teams' signings, and we're taking them on loan, and we've got to play, like the Joe Worrells last season, we've got to play them for the money-wise, and all the players on the park last night, it's your team, it's your players, and they all fought for a badge.
And that team, the value of that team, and I'll go to Fox, this is something he's always looking at, and then GFK, the value of that team is increasing, Fox, Come on, Fox.
I'll come in there. Albert, as you know, probably said, as you heard him say last night, and I agreed with him. I think, especially the back four, we're talking about the back four now, and the aspect of price. I think you're talking about £100 million back four in the making. Easy. If that back four continue to play the way that they can play for the next 2 or 3 years, that's no. And then obviously we could go into the midfield, which is, we've got a plethora of players in there. I mean, we could pick any 3 for 7. Easy. Maybe 8. And then up front, we've got plenty of options up there. So, I mean, on paper, you could say we'll maybe get a £250 million team in the next 5 years.
For nothing.
And how much does that cost us, really?
Exactly.
Maybe
Cool. Exactly.
Maybe 8 million, 9 million, maybe 10 million at the most.
Yeah.
And in the next 5 years, we could have 152 million £100 players. And that's
Yeah. I
Fox.
think so.
Gone a bit mad there with the valuations, I think. But
It's a laughing gas. He's been on the laughing gas all day.
I'll talk about the pool, Fox. You know, we're talking about the pool of players that we've got. Not just talking about like one or two players. We're talking about. I think if you collectively put the pool of players in the next 5 years, if we stick, if we've got that team and maybe even add a couple to it, then I mean, why not? I mean, we don't want to talk about what's happening with the puddle drinkers now, but I know that he was probably the best left back in Scotland. But if they're talking about money for that, we know the money's been touted a bit for Fred, but you yourself said about Big Tav, you when you let him go for anywhere in between 5 and 10. But if he plays like that and crosses the ball like that every week and his commitment and Maribo pushing, then why no? No, if you put them all together, even at £10 million a player, a 25 team pool, then you're talking 250 million. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Aye, fair enough, Jimmy. But look, we're doing all right. We're not just building our squad up to be something or no. There's still a lot to prove yet. Once we start winning, that's when the value comes to players. When we win the league title, the price will all go up, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's going to happen at the end of this season. I'm saying in the next 5 years. So that's, it's not as if I'm saying, oh, these guys are worth this or doing or worth that. I would say, like you say there, if we can go and win trophies, especially the major one, which is the Premiership, then that bodes well for the guys. Might not bode well for us. We might start losing a lot of our players because we're playing so well. But we're not getting carried away. Last night was a fantastic performance, and we need to carry that into Sunday, which obviously we'll talk about later on. But I'm happy happy the way things are going, the same as everybody else.
So, I think
but you think, boys, you know what? Sometimes we put ourselves down a wee bit and all. We've came a long, long way.
Yeah.
You think you take a defender for a couple of years ago, say that Kabari, right? And then you take a midfielder, Ian Black, and then you take a striker, Kevin Kyle, right? And then you look at it now and you go, right, well, we've just signed that big Highlander. And then you take a midfielder, you can go wherever you want to go, Aribo, Davis, Jack, wherever you want to go, and then Morelos up front. Look at the difference. So I think we've got a right to start wanting expectations. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, whether we like it or no, the Tierney transfer has changed Scottish football. The days are coming up here and stealing our players for next to nothing is starting to fade now. I mean, where the average decent player would go for 3 million up here, 3 to 4 million, I think that's now been stepped up to about 8 to 10 million for our good players, minimum. You know.
The good thing with us, Fox, is we can sell our players and get the money, and as Ox will say, when their money goes, it's follow the money.
Aye, without doubt.
Aye, definitely.
Right, the question I'm going to ask you, and Pool's already answered that he's went for number 1, and the people in the lobby, it's simple. Your best goal, 1, 2, 3 or 4. Simple. We can't do it on Twitter. The boy that does with Twitter is busy tonight. Lucky him, Fox. Ought to be young.
You never asked me. I thought the best goal was the 4th goal.
The 4th goal.
I think it was a break up the park. The way to pass for Taverner inside the defender was perfect. Morelos looked up at a first-time ball to Arfield's feet. Good control and a great finish. And it's a hard choice out the 4, but that for me just showed you the class we've got on the break.
Aye. 1, 2, 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3 or 4. Do you know what? I'm really struggling with this game. I enjoyed all the goals. I really did. They were all completely different.
I enjoyed every single goal at yourself, mate. But as I say, I'm torn between 1 and 2, so I'll go for number 1. Yeah, I'll put my vote number 1.
Go on, Jeff. Go on, big man. Same as me.
I said last night about the way that Alfredo get in between the defenders there, and the way he headed the ball across the goalkeeper. And as I say, but the ping cross for Tav was absolutely sublime. So I'll go for number 9, mate.
I think the way he won the ball in the middle of the park, got it out wide. Tav, what a cross! The delivery was sensational, and the header was just. And
Skippers went for 2.5. Don't know where he's coming for there, Skipper.
Well, I think he went for 2 ox, but he's eating a pie at the same time, so that's probably how.
It's pretty split, and 3's getting well backed in the race and all.
I think it's 1 in the lobby, mate. 1 looks to be staying going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aye, 1's in the lead at the moment, but great.
I'm the only one that thinks number 4 was the best.
Oh well, what does that say, Fox?
Well.
You're a free spirit.
That's a hard choice, mate. A hard choice, very hard choice.
You're a free spirit, mate.
Oh, if the Brazilians of the 70s would have scored that 4th goal, they'd be raving about it for years.
Aye.
So if people want to join us, give us their thoughts. What's the number, JFK?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, Fox?
Join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and Old School Blue will bring you in the call.
All right, Pool Ranger, who was your man of the match last night?
Well, this is to me, it would have been Katic or Alfred. I don't know. Alfred was brilliant. Katic was brilliant. See, to be fair, Ox, they were all 7s, 8s and 9s, like you guys were talking about last night. I listened to the show this morning at work last night, and it was all 7s, 8s and 9s. Me, I would probably have just edged it with Big Katic.
Wouldn't argue with that, mate. I wouldn't argue, but if you'd done it the other way about, I wouldn't have argued with that neither. You know?
I could have went with Morelos, but I think I would have just edged it with Big Katic. And I think Big Katic is going to come into a game for us.
He's became a real threat in opposition box, Fox.
Aye, he's improved a lot this season.
Yeah.
I think he's really gone for it to cement his place. He's no holding back in tackles, headers. He's passing out for the backs improved. He steps forward now with the ball as well. Threatening both boxes to get his head in the ball. He just looks
like an animal. You wouldn't want to meet him in the face street, would you? He looks like an animal, man.
Oh, he's a big boy. What, about 6'4", is he?
Oh, easy, aye.
I think that's a good thing. People always talk about the strikers though, but see, we've got Goldson and Katic, they're playing all right now. We've got Edmondson, Amanda to come in. That's another good thing to have and all. 4 absolutely cracking centre halves. We've not had that for years either, boys. We've not had that for years.
Not that long ago, mate, since Russell Martin was playing for us.
Oh, don't, Ox, don't.
Gareth McCauley.
I watched that first half of that Liverpool Norwich game, and I remember we got linked for that Grant Hanley. Jesus Christ, man. I seen that and all. I was watching him tonight earlier on. I thought
he scored an own goal.
It just shows you how far we really get. But something else. Even though we talk about the team a lot and we talk about the players, and I don't think we talk a lot about. I know we talk about Mr. Gerrard, MBE, but we don't talk about Gerrard's assistants. You know what the boys do in the background, and I think these boys do quite a lot in the background. We set pieces, corners, free kicks, and different things like that. And they've got it absolutely spot on. They've really got it spot on.
Here's a question for you first, JFK, and then I'll get in Pool Ranger next. How percentage-wise, obviously, we've only played 5 games in Europe, and the draw's been reasonably kind to us up until last night. We were playing a reasonable side, and I looked at the teams we were playing. I would say that team, apart from Maribor, yeah, that team are the best team we played in the qualifiers. Arguably on a par with Maribor. I wouldn't like to say who's in front, but people have different views. And we didn't score a lot of goals last season in the qualifiers. I looked at it today. How much have we improved, in your opinion, if you think we have improved?
Oh, drastically improved. As Pool Ranger was saying, you said yourself there about being Russell Martin, players like that. And last night, if you remember, I gave a comparison about the players that we had playing in the qualifiers last season, what we've got now. I mean, that was the best team that we've played in a long time in the qualifiers. So for me, I think, improvement-wise, I think we're about 70% improvement in last season, easy. We've not obviously reached the sky yet for 100, but I think, as Poole said there, I mean, to have the 4 central defenders, they're all young central defenders as well. That's great. And all around the team, the young players that we've got coming and playing for Rangers, and they're our players. I mean, I know Ojo's a loner, and he'll get his time playing for Rangers, but we want to be playing with our own players that we buy, and I think
we want it's our team, JFK. We want
exactly.
Our team on
that's
that
what I was going to say, Phil. We want our team on the part. You know, I remember last season at the semi-final against the Sheepshaggers that we had 5 players on the park at the start of the game who were loan players, and we had 2 loan players on the bench. For me, that's no good. I want to see Rangers with our 8 players on the park. So that's, I would say, at the moment, 70%. Look, I listen and reading different things today about, we're getting various quarters are giving us good mentions about last night. Some are saying that they don't rate Midtjylland and all that, but they were a good team. They've won the last 4 games in the league, and they're second behind Copenhagen. So they're no mugs, and we were all a wee bit in trepidation about going into the game last night. But my God, the Gerrard showed us last night the team that we know that they can be, and I think going forward we should be very proud and happy about the gaffer and the behind the scenes guys are doing to
Pool
get
Ranger.
this team together.
Pool Ranger.
Same as JFK ops. It's just, you know what? It seems just too good to be true. The how we're going forward with the players, the team, everything. And it's like I said at the start. I don't want these loan signings. All right, we've got Ojo. One's fine. We can deal with that, but I don't want to start going down the roads of 2 and 3 like last season. You've got to play them because of the money circumstances, and you've got to pay whatever for performances. This is our team. This is Glasgow Rangers. We want our team on this park every single week, and we need to build a team. And we're getting there now. We're getting there, and there's a lot of
Fox, it was a great team performance. The manager got his tactics right, because obviously what he told the coaching staff had got the tactics right. I don't know if you noticed, particularly in the first maybe half an hour, as often as you could, the centre halves were trying to get in front of their players when it was on the deck, and they won nearly every ball.
Aye, we did get it defensively right. He had said about he'd picked out their strengths as being strong and physically very good. So our defence were on the ball. They were up against 2 good attackers there, mate. The Nigerian boy and the other boy. I thought they were very good, very strong and powerful. And I thought the back 4 handled, especially the back 2, handled them very, very well. Never gave them a lot of space to work in. The second goal that they did score, I thought was a good goal. We'd have been happy to score a goal like that. Right, passed it right across our 18-yard box. The boy made a bit of space and fired it into the corner. So they were a good side, and we did get it tactically right. Big thumbs up, Mr. Gerrard.
Yeah.
I know, guys. We've all had a few conversations. We all kind of seem a bit Halliday left back. We're not sure about Barišić, and I know Flanagan should take the right back. Would you be happy going forward with Flanagan at left back?
JFK.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't see him doing anything wrong last night, and we know the last 7 games of the season there, he performed well. So, no, going forward, I know Foxy's a fan of Halliday, and I'm as well. I don't think he's done much wrong.
I'm an JFK, but I would. He's 100%.
Aye, but for me, going forward, as a steady, committed back four pull, I would stick with there instead of Barišić. I would have Flanagan there instead of Barišić, definitely. We spoke about Barišić last night. I think his time is maybe coming to an end, unfortunately. We all rated him when he played against us, so
I think that's there. Out of your team and all the boys, all the players that have come in, I think our weakest link will be left back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I would like to say something on the left back position is we haven't got an out terrific left back, but what we've got is 3 people that can play the position and all bring different things to the party. Flanagan is a stout defender, no great at going forward. Halliday's a bit more adventurous in there. And Barišić at Ibrox, mate, when the going's good, is pretty good at going forward. So we can't afford the quality left back that has all these characteristics, but we've got horses for courses, and it's the same in the midfield. We've got different players in there that all do different jobs. Same with the...
What I'll say, folks, is see when you said about Barišić, he's good going forward at Ibrox. I don't want a player that's just going to be good going forward at Ibrox. I want a left back that plays for Glasgow Rangers and will fight for his jersey every game. I don't want a guy that's just going to go forward at Ibrox.
But as I'm saying, between the 3 of them, they're all different, mate.
No, I understand
that. They've all got their roles to play for me. There's none of them...
If he's a left back, he should be able to play left back, not just left back at Ibrox and go forward at Ibrox. If he's a left back, he should be able to play left back.
I am agreeing with you there. I'm just saying they've all got different attributes and they all play at different times.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
So, can I come in and ask you?
No, you can't.
Okay, pal.
We thought we didn't know if you were in just to listen. You came to join us.
I'm home. I'm no longer in the door about roughly
He's 3/4 an hour. He's back. He's back.
Well, you've got to use a bit of a spiel and introduce yourself. I mean, there's new people joined since you've been away. People don't know who you are.
Okay.
Right. So, hello, good
evening.
Well,
I'm Bridgeman.
Right, and to all the Rangers, whatever your spiel. What's your spiel?
My spiel is I'm the Rangers. I am the Rangers. Me and all the thousands of other Rangers fans. We are Rangers.
Yeah, indeed, my friend. Yeah, indeed.
And for all the fans over the world.
Absolutely, pal. All over the world. Right. Can I just say? What can you say other than that? I mean, I was listening last night to your show after the game.
To our show.
Yes, I'm saying to the show after I wasn't including myself at that point in time, but I thoroughly enjoyed listening to you, and the happiness and joy was obvious, and everybody's very happy.
Have you seen the goals today, Bridge?
I've saw the goals. I've only seen what was in the lobby. Maybe is it GIFs or GIFs? I can't remember what the pronunciation is, but they look absolutely brilliant, and I actually agree. I thought Foxy said the last goal was a real peach. And I thought that too. What's his name? Katic. I thought Katic had a great goal. That was a fantastic goal.
Was
Two
that
lovely passes.
Put them in up the top when you were up for a set piece?
Aye, I've scored a few. I'll tell you. I'm not kidding.
Right, it's Bill Ranger. How was your holiday?
How you doing, Bill? I'm doing well, pal. Our holiday was absolutely fabulous. It was our golden wedding year, my wife and I. So. We had a ball, and it was really beautiful stuff, you know. Went to some lovely places.
Now
it was warm.
Now it's back to Sunday. Get right into them.
That's it. Get right into them, boy. Well, you know, I was, I've been following as much as possible, and you know, I'm on. I would go into the web every day, onto my Wi-Fi, every night and try to listen to you guys and get kept up to date as much as possible. Because I think that obviously, you know what my saying is, every game's the biggest game. The next game's our biggest game, no matter what happens. And maybe and our next game against Hibs, well, that's going to be an absolute corker at Ibrox for sure. I'm so looking forward to that.
Bridge. Sunday came true for you, mate. Sunday came true for you. It doesn't matter if it's 5-0, 1-0, or a last goal in a minute. Sunday came true for you, buddy. And
absolutely, pal. Well, you know the goal against Kilmarnock at the end. That was a marvellous header, superb, absolutely cracking header for Golson. And look, the incidents that happened afterwards, very, very unfortunate. But we, as football fans, long-suffering football fans, sometimes we have to be aware of what's happening. I was reading a smashing blog by somebody that says, you know, out of all of that, when you strip everything right down, the thing that's angered and upset all these people who hate us anyway is that Rangers won. Yep. That's the only thing that was. Nothing else. They had nothing else to say about us. Okay, there was incidents with the fans. Well, our fans aren't that bad. Okay, they're a bit daft when they're away from home, but they're not that bad really. But really and truly, the attack by the press and the media against our fans and our club this week has been nothing short of disgraceful. And there are a few names you could put in there. And I don't want to start a war, but you know, there's one of them starts with BBC. You know,
so we don't even need to name names. Nobody
no, I'm saying that.
It's just like, what does that stand for?
Exactly. What does it stand for?
You know what? You know what? They're scared. They're scared. They're 55.
Anyway, now that the bridge is back, people might want to join us in 0141 356 1972 or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online where you brought in a call by the one and only Old School Blue. You can even talk to Bridgeman now, JFK.
That is absolutely wonderful. I've missed his dulcet tones. How you doing, my good friend Bridgeman?
I'm absolutely superb, pal. And I saw a wee snippet with you I think I said to you, with you doing it in the parade there.
Yeah.
And so well done. Well, great
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
I hope you and your wife enjoyed your wee shanty about the...
Yes, indeed, we did.
Keep it sweet. But Skipper's put up there, he says, was the love boat anchored off of Denmark?
The love boat.
Wouldn't you like to know, Skipper? Wouldn't you like to know?
It's nice to have you back,
Bridgeman. Brilliant stuff.
Thank you, pal. Thank you.
Did you get me some fridge magnets?
No, not a thought of anyone else from a present perspective at all.
The fridge magnets? Or the ports?
All the ports. Actually, you know, I was thinking about it. You would get a good collection right enough. You're going to need crazy. What was that?
I was getting about 10 fridge magnets there.
I was looking for about 200 gram of tobacco, have you?
Oh, we had bellies or heads, a lot of you.
He was looking for 200 grams or something else.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm glad you said fucking tobacco, Fox. Jesus Christ, 200 grams. You said tobacco.
Oh, you're disappointed, Bridge. You make it up, Fox.
After me giving him holiday pay, you know. Well, hey, that's the last thing.
You don't need to say these things. Nobody will believe you. Nobody. By the way, Teak was asking me which ship I was on. I was on the Regent 7 Seas.
No, you've not brought any fridge magnets. I wish it was a Titanic.
Aye, there you go. So I let Teak, it was the 7 Seas, Regent 7 Seas Voyager. Beautiful ship. Absolutely beautiful. Top class.
Brisbane, what did you get? 2 days holiday paying a Mars bar?
No, I'd never get the Mars bar, pal. He doesn't go that far.
I told you were too generous, Fox. I can't believe that.
But it's, you know, the furore that's surrounding our club at the moment, and there we come out on Thursday, and the guys did the business. And if you saw, I don't know what you saw, I don't know if you met Engine. I went on to follow, and they are raging. And what they're saying is that the normal press and media coverage is, well, the normal, absolutely. Virtually no story about Rangers win. in the newspaper. So
it's up there with the Maribor result in the qualifying last year. It gets us to we're not through yet, but I think we're strong favourites, and then we'll get the next tie, and hopefully we can get through that. We're scoring goals. We win on Sunday, and I'm sure we'll come to that. Well, we'll win on Sunday, and we'll get 6 points out of 6. It took us 5 games to get 8 points last year. So we're way ahead of the curve, Rich.
Yeah, I think that we played some smart football based on the stories I've been reading, the comments. We played very well, but there was a few odd moments, let's call them that. And we do know we've got that in us, where Alan McGregor's brought off some fantastic saves simply because of slip-ups from the defenders or maybe the midfielders. But we've got it in us, but obviously a training and all the rest of it's got to come. I'm really keen to see the boy Helander. I'd really like to see him coming into the team now. But by the look of it, young Katic is doing an enormous job. Scoring goals. Goldson's come in, scoring goals,
I don't know how
you're going to get
the two up, mate, in a moment.
Yeah. That's correct. There's no way you can do it. So the manager's got some tough choices. And there he's done, I thought he'd done a cracking job with putting Flanagan in, because we quite like, eventually we'll got to like Flanagan at left back. He wasn't that bad. He's not the greatest, but we really thought that Barišić would have come in and been a dozen times better, or any other figure you want to call it. But I'm afraid that he seems to have lost a wee bit magic, and the magic he was passing over to people and people's thoughts about him. I think people are starting to change their mind a wee bit about Barišić, so he's got very, very little time to prove himself. I think he'll be back in this weekend in all probability, but he really needs to come, bring his good game, and show the fight. He needs to fight. He needs to show the fight.
I think that's his trouble, Fox, isn't it? The boys obviously get ability. You don't get in the Croatian national team without ability, but he lacks that wee bit of heart, eh?
Well, that's what it appears to be like, mate. I don't know how he fits in the Canadian national side, whether he's that adventurous or no, or just a steady Eddie in that team, because it's full of superstars, But we just got to hope that at some time he'll improve. If he doesn't improve, he needs to move on. And we'll come to that hurdle probably about January time.
Well, the window's not finished in Europe and in Scotland, so
I don't think he'll go before in this window.
But the situation we've got the new guys is that he's like an empty jersey sometimes, and we can't afford that. So for me, I'd rather cut my losses.
I don't know if he's that bad, Jimmy. He's no starring, but he's no particularly bad either,
No, I know he's doing well for Croatia and that's fine, but it's a different type of football, as we know. But for me, I would rather go with tried and tested, which is in Flanagan. Flanagan's no doing anything wrong, and the gaffer actually put him out there for a bit of praise. That he did say that John Flanagan come back last night. He was really pleased at his performance. So that, to me, that tells the story. I mean, if we're talking about maybe bringing another left back in, the guy Greg Taylor for Kilmarnock's available. I know the puddle drinkers are looking at them, but we should maybe go and have a wee look as well. I rate him. I think he's a cracking player, and he's a natural left back. So if you can get some money for Barišić and bring somebody and who knows more about the Scottish film, I just think that Barisić's time has came, and that's a shame, because
maybe guys all can maybe put this to lobby, right? Who would you go with? As you've got 1, 2, 3. Who would you go with? 1, 2, 3. You've got Barišić, Halliday, and Flanagan. Who would you go with? 1, 2, 3.
Flanagan, Halliday, and then Barišić.
Well, I'm
that order. I'd be like that all the time, Phil.
I'm the same as you. I'm the same as you.
As Fox said there, I mean, he's not been brilliant, but he's not been very poor. If it's the right, no. But for me, I want a steady back four, and if John Flanagan fits that,
and that's what kind of proves it to me that I would go with Flanagan with Halliday's back up, and Barišić is number 3. Maybe Oxen put that out to the lobby and see what they think.
I don't know
But
what you
that's
guys
what
think about the boy Greg Taylor. Do you think that would maybe be a goal, or do you? I don't know much about him. Actually, you're the start man.
I've not seen enough of him. I've only seen him against us, you know. And it's hard to judge because what you're seeing him, defending.
I think the puddle drinkers are looking at him and all.
Well, they've looked at others before and we've beat them to it, so why don't we go in for him?
Is Barišić going to play this weekend, do you think?
I would hope
possibility. There's a possibility.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
Well, I don't see the point. Why change Flanagan? Why change Flanagan?
Well, I would think the sports scientists might take Flanagan out of the team because he's not played that much.
I would go along with what the Foxman said. I mean, I would put Halliday in there and place a. If you're saying it, I mean, okay, but the sports guys might say.
Only because it's Thursday, Sunday, Jay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So what Fox has said all along there, especially against the spoon burners, why not play somebody like Halliday? That'd be a good shout. Pull Flanagan out the equation and just slot Halliday in there, and I think he would do a good job, especially against the spoon burners. So no, that would be one of the changes I would probably make.
See if Barišić does they play on Sunday? Does that say what we were talking about then?
I don't think you can second guess Gerrard because he started with him at Kilmarnock, Foxer, and then he was on the bench last night in front of Halliday.
But I mean, we can't buy every left back or right back or centre forward that we see, mate. We've got our pool for the up and coming year, and I think he'll go with what he's got. I don't see him splashing any more cash. I think he's happy with the squad he's got at the moment. As I say, it's 3 different players for that position, but they'll all have their games to play in.
Well, we added to the squad today.
Aye.
We signed Brandon Barker, BB, yeah. Mm-hmm. BB joined us today. Obviously was a star as a young man. He's played against us for Hibs. Even then, he showed he had pace and trickery. I think he was against Tav when I remember the game at Easter Road. So
Tavernier and Newcastle when we
played
against them Easter Road. No. Sorry.
If anybody's interested, there's actually a 10-minute documentary on Brandon Barker called Made in Manchester. So go to YouTube and look at it and you'll see what he's all about. I know he played with the Spoon Burners for half a season, Preston North End last season, and NEC Breda. But there's a wee 11 minutes that lasts nearly. Made in Manchester, Brandon Barker, the documentary, my time at Manchester City. So, go and have a look at it.
Him, JFK?
I don't know. But I was talking to the guys last night. I can't remember him when he played against his Bridgeman.
Brilliant.
I scored a goal against the Puddle Drinkers. So that's not going to say it's going to make him a fantastic player, but I'll go with the gaffer's judgment. What I saw, what I've managed to see, he looks apart. Is he an ideal replacement for Ryan Kent? Time will tell. We've got Jordan Jones there, who was my man of the match last night. I said we all picked for different man of the matches. But he looks a business for us. So he's your own player now. He's not a lone player. We done the deal. So it's another addition to the squad, and you never know. He might get a wee appearance on Sunday. We don't know.
Apparently he's got trickery and he's got some pace. Yeah. So the chances are he might be the weapon that we use to try to unlock these pack defences. He might be able to do that. And again, for us, he might be able to do it.
Could very well be, mate. Could very well be.
I must admit, though, I was pleased to hear you saying that Jordan Jones played well. And I read it in Follow Forwards. A lot of the guys in Follow Forwards thought he was brilliant. So here you go. This is a guy I've been saying, in all honesty, I'm looking forward to seeing him playing. And he's not done anything bad. And it's going to take time for him to get up to pace and bring his game up with it. So it might be there. He might be close to it now. Maybe.
Right, boys, I'm going to go and shoot off. Also, have you got a wee pre-match show on Sunday? Or?
We haven't, mate, and I'll tell you why, mate. All the technical department are at the game, mate.
Right, okay then.
All right.
So we're back Monday night, or back Monday night then?
Mate. Yep.
Right,
all
okay.
All the technical department, we don't want to stop them, want to see the Rangers, mate.
Right, well, all the best to all you guys, and everybody's going on Sunday, give it fucking lovely.
Oh.
All right, boys?
Cheers.
Hey, buddy.
Samsung, see if they can get an engineer out.
Oh, that's my phone, mute.
Oh, dearie me.
Look, the boy Brandon Barker brings something different again.
Yeah.
It'll take all sorts of combinations to open the back door of some of these teams. And they've all got different attributes, same as I was saying about the left back. Barker is direct, fast, two-feeted.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Jones is pacey. Ojo is more trickery and getting shots off. They've all got different good attributes to their game, and we're going to need these attributes to open up these packed defences, you know.
Do you see much of the same on Sunday, GFK, that Hibs will play like Kilmarnock, or do you think it'll be a more open game?
No, if my memory serves me right, when Higginbotham brought them to Ibrox last season, I think they had a wee go. They didn't go right across the back the same as a lot of the other teams go. He's got them playing some no bad football. We said that last season, so he's got them playing quite well. So it'll be a good task for us to get there and beat them, the Spoon Burners, on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to it. I think he's putting all a bad wee team there together, and I'm not giving the Spoon Burners credit. I think they'll come to Ibrox and have a go, I think, and Park. So if they do start to do the park a bus situation, then it's up to us to break that down and open up that chance to get a goal. So maybe the boy Brandon Barker might get a chance.
Can't see it, mate.
It might be a sub. Look, he's supposed to be match fit.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be anywhere near your squad before at least a week's training, mate. We're not desperate for players.
We're not desperate for players, but you never know. But anyway, we'll just need to wait and see what they gather. But I think there'll be 4 or 5 changes on Sunday myself. But I want that second part.
I think there'll be changes. I think Davis will come back in. I would have played Davis last night, but the manager's so wise, protecting him, got it right again. If he had a wee tweak, if Davis is fit, that is, he comes back in for me. I don't know where else he starts. You need to see who's fit first, Fox.
I think Hibs will probably come to sit in the first 20 minutes, try to keep us from scoring early and getting into our rhythm. But I think they'll have a go. I think they've got not a bad wee side there. They play a kind of 4-2-3-1 at the present. They've got good attacking players like Newell, Scott Allen, like him or lump him, and the boy Horgan is quite a tidy player. They've got Stevie Mallon that shoots from anywhere, quite deadly at free kicks. So I think they'll have a go, mate. I don't think it'll be all one-way traffic in this game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which means it should be a better game, GFK.
Well, I think so, and I think that was proved last night. You know, when a decent team comes out and to try and play against us, then I think that helps us. You know, and the way that we play. I mean, we showed that last night. 3 goals, 3 great. The first 3 goals, well, the 4 goals were great as well. But we ripped them apart. So when a team comes out to play against us, then we are better. But when we've got this brick wall, park a bus situation, it becomes turgid to watch it. You're sitting there and watching it, and Rangers are trying their best to put the ball in the net, and it's just not happening. So it's anti-football. We get criticised for it when Walter Smith's here in the Europa League, so a UEFA Cup, and it was anti-football in the Champions League, Barcelona and that were saying that. But other teams now are coming to Ibrox all the time. Even teams are doing it when we were playing against them at their midden. As if they were a away team, they're parking the bus. So I think it'll be a very expansive game tomorrow. I agree with what Foxy said. They'll maybe sit back and see what's happening at the first 15, 20 minutes. And I think they will have a go at us. I think Higginbottom's got them classes up for a fight. They like to go forward. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to this game. This is I would say the big test. The Premier League is the bread and butter. Europa Leagues.
And if we win tomorrow night, we'll get Sunday afternoon. We'll get 6 points out of 6, mate.
Which we didn't have in the first 4 games last season.
And also it's 2 teams that gave us problems, and we're sending a message right there.
Yep.
Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening, JFK. Yeah, and I believe you picked good tonight. That's what my sources tell me. So get yourself in mute, and we'll have a tune for the old school boy.
Took a trip to Ibrox, my favorite team for to cheer, where they were playing the Glasgow Celtic on the first day of the year. Now the ground was filled to capacity as the teams come out to play. The animals sang the soldiers' song, and the people sang Dolly Gray. Now half-time it came and went on. The Glasgow Celtic were in the lead. Finian Tully was drowning everywhere, shaking his rosary beads, while the green flags, they were flying high. Celtic hearts were full of pride. The second half, sure it started, and the Rangers, they turned the tide. Won't you play up the Glasgow Rangers? Oh, play up the boys in blue. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. We're here to cheer for you. Now the ball goes out to Walker, and from 30 yards he did score. Sure you couldn't hear your ears at Ibrox Park for the sash my father wore. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. Sammy Cox is on the ball. He slips it through to Willie Woodbarn, then on through to Ian McCall. McCall to Billy Simpson. Oh, here come the boys in blue. Well, Simpson beats the Celtic centre half, and then goes number 2. Now the Rangers fans are roaring. Jardine Young, he takes a free onto the head of William Simpson, and then goes number 3. Well, it's 3-1 for the Rangers. That was the final score. A happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Fenians once more.
Oh, what a selection, JFK. That went down a storm in the lobby.
What a tune. What a tune. Brilliant tune.
Oh. I wonder if Bridgeman is back with us, is he? Morrissey still sorting out his technical difficulties. Anyway, we'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you're back, you're back, Bridge. You all right?
Aye, okay.
All right. Did you enjoy that tune?
Aye, Maggie, I love that one.
Aye.
Really good tune.
We'll be
Really
joined
good
by a
tune.
caller. I don't know who it is. Evening, caller.
Aye, good evening. You know quite well who it is.
Don't tell me. I let everybody else know.
I think it's Travel Rug.
Who is this?
Aye.
Who's this stranger? Who's this I'm talking to?
I just wanted to mention about the supporters last night.
Oh,
I
brilliant.
thought
mate.
they had a great time, and it looks as if the Danish welcomed them, and that's a great thing for the supporters. The amount of criticism we're getting just now.
The supporters would have known how to deal with it. Travel Rug.
I know. Anyway, I'm driving down the road to Aberdeen. I'm just back to offshore, so
All right, mate.
because I managed to watch the game in Oslo Airport last night, and I thought it was great. The night that the supporters had, to deserve that. But making the journey like that's brilliant, and they got a cracking night, the looks of it.
Great goals, Travel Rug. Eh?
Oh, fantastic. I thought the third goal was just for a centre half to finish like that. I've seen on Twitter today a lot of folk are comparing it against Ian Gerrard's goal, but for a big centre half to finish like that was wonderful.
He cut it. The goal that Gerrard scored in Marseille, he cut across the goal. I would say that Gerrard's was a better goal, but I mean, but Gerrard's a more skillful player than Katic, you know.
Aye, but I think that Katic, that's what he meant to put it, so it wasn't as if it was a...
Oh, he meant it, mate.
He played, aye. But best of luck to the big man. He's been patient. He didn't moan. He obviously had some difficulties last year. And I hope he just goes from strength to strength.
Here, mate. Here.
Yeah.
Here. And did you enjoy Tavernier's performance last night, involved in a lot of the goals, mate?
Well, it's pleasing to hear that the chairman of the Tavernier fan club's still sticking up for him. That's good. Well done, Fox.
My hero.
I hear your hero's injured again.
Oh, I thought you would bring that up. I've got a new hero anyway.
Who's that?
Barišić.
All right,
Because I'll tell you something just now. See if we had Rangers radio at the time of Sasa Papac, the big man's career would have been done before he even get started.
Well, just as well you weren't allowed to judge Tavernier, innit?
That's true. I'll give you that one.
How's Tricks, by the way?
Good. I'm here for a week, so.
All right.
Okay. Next week, so.
All right. So you'll see a couple of games then?
Well, not for now. I'm going on Sunday, but I won't be able to make it next Thursday because I'm going to London for a few days with the family. So.
All right. Okay, mate. All right.
But I'll be there on Sunday. I heard the manager's call to Arams, so I thought, right, that's fine. I'll definitely be there. Me and my old dad will be there.
Aye, but he made the call to Arams for Thursday as well.
Well, Mrs. Travel Rug's made a kind of stronger case for it, so you know how that goes.
No, you're just a...
Actually, I arrived back into Central at 8 o'clock on Thursday night, and I'd seen the way the games was working out. I phoned her up. I said, "What time do we get to London?" 8 o'clock. I said, "Yeah, you'll be able to take my bag all the way home." Don't even think about it. So there you go. I tried, but I got put in my place. So
you've got to man up, by the way.
Oh, right, okay. At least I can admit it.
Do you want me to have a word with her?
No, the last time that happened, I got into trouble, so I'm only in for a week. At least try to talk to her for at least a week.
Oh, well, all right. Listen, mate, great to hear from you as always, eh? Don't be a stranger,
No, well, I'll see the boys on Sunday anyway.
Right, okay. I hope the weather's bad so you don't wear these shorts of yours. The old Donna Style cast off.
Well, best of luck Sunday anyway, boys.
Right, mate. Take it easy. Safe journey down the road, yeah?
Aye, no bother, mate.
All right. We're going to hear from the manager now, eh? So get yourself in mute and maybe get an idea of the team for Sunday. So get yourself mute. We're here for our manager, the one and only Steven Gerrard, MBE.
Stephen, a great result last night. Reflections on that?
Yeah, we're obviously very happy. Thought the players were fantastic. Certainly deserved the win, and was very proud of the performance. So yeah, it's a very good atmosphere around the place today.
It's a rare event to score 4 goals in Europe away from home as well. And you mentioned last night you felt it was a much more mature performance, perhaps, than what the team would have produced last season.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I mean, it was a very difficult place to go because they're a big physical team, and it's been well documented over the years the set piece threat that they carry. So there was many different challenges that were threw at the players last night, but I thought they carried the game plan out extremely well, close to perfection really. We had a bit of a wobble for 5 minutes where we conceded a couple of goals, but even at 3-2, I think I've seen a different side of the team, a maturity to not feel sorry for ourselves and go again. And I said before the game we wanted to be brave and bold the way we play, and not just go and be in a medium block to watch the opposition, to really pounce when we see our opportunities, and to a man the players were fantastic.
Has everyone come through it unscathed?
We've got an issue with Glenn Kamara at the moment. It's not a big issue, but he's certainly a doubt for the weekend.
Yeah. Can you give us an update on Brandon Barker? We understand that he's quite close to signing. Is that?
He's currently doing a medical. He did part of the medical yesterday, so he'll be doing the second part today. He's in the building, so it is close, but there's still paperwork to be done and more thorough checks to be done. So unfortunately the only information I can give you is to say it's close.
He's obviously got experience playing in Scotland, so if that goes through, what are you hoping that he brings?
Well, it's the type of player we've been looking for. Last year at times I didn't feel we had enough in the final third in certain areas. So the idea this year was to build a squad with exciting players in the final third who can open the door in different ways. So obviously Jordan Jones and Brandon Barker, they open the door in 1v1 situations and can provide crosses and can cut in and score goals. And Shea Ojo does it from a powerful point of view with raw pace and power. Greg Stewart does it in a different way, more of a technical point of view, in a clever way. Scotty Arfield does it by his running. So I wanted to have everything in our repertoire, if you like, over the course of a season where we've got enough answers in the final third.
There seems to be a real excitement up top at Rangers at the moment in terms of that attacking play. You've certainly got a lot of options and a lot to excite fans about.
Yeah, we scored heavy last year. We scored a lot of goals last year. And I'm confident we can go and do the same thing this year. But it's having the personnel when sometimes games are tight or the team's maybe not at its best and you need someone to stand up and provide that game-winning moment or that bit of magic just to make the difference. And I think the more players you have at your disposal, the more helpful it is. So that's the idea when we've been trying to improve and shape the squad for this season, is to have more answers in the final third.
Last night a sign of already the sort of added options are coming to fruition when you made changes from the weekend and sort of the level of competition forcing guys to go on football?
Yeah, I mean, I've made it clear to the whole squad, people have to be ready. Not everyone's going to be playing every game. It's impossible. If we're to go on a European journey, which is what we all want, so it's a 60-game season, it's impossible to play in every game. So when you're called upon and you've got that shirt, you have to do the shirt justice and put in a performance that the fans are proud of. And that gives me a problem when I'm picking the next team after that game. So I'm starting to see signs of that. Jordan Jones got his chance last night, and I thought he really announced himself as a Rangers player. He gave the team oxygen last night in a very tough game. I think my experience of playing away in Europe, from a physical point of view, the lungs and the breathing's tough at times, and you need ball carriers in your team. And I thought Jordan was excellent for the team last night, and he really announced himself, which is a great sign. So yeah, that's what we want. We want players to stand up. When you sit down with these players, they all talk about wanting to play for Rangers in Europe. which is great to hear. But you have to deliver for Rangers in Europe, not just turn up and play. You have to play well and show people that you deserve to be here.
How difficult is it to keep the guys sort of feet in the ground? You have a highlight last night, but then you've got to sort of refocus for obviously a big game at the weekend.
I don't think anyone's feet at this place should be off the ground, because we haven't achieved anything together from a success point of view. We've done extremely well to qualify in Europe last year, and we showed big signs of improvement last year, that we're moving forward and we're improving. But no one's feet should come off the ground at this place until we see trophies and see real success. So if I see any individuals or a group of players that are getting ahead of themselves, they'll be told straight.
Okay, Sean Flanagan's performance last night and the tail end of last season as well, obviously just coming back from injury. I think he's really staken a claim to make that jersey his own at left back.
Well, it was his jersey at the back end of the season, because I think once he won his place back, I think it was just before the split or around the split games, he was one of our most consistent players, and played against all the difficult teams in the league, you know, your Aberdeens, Kilmarnocks, Celtics, Hibs, and done himself proud because his performances were really strong and consistent. Unfortunately, he had a bit of a niggle in his groins in pre-season, and we had a decision to make. Do we push him through till the winter break, or do we clear his mind of this niggle and get it fixed? And he's come back, and for his first 90 minutes in such a tough game, he was the one I was most pleased with last night.
What are you expecting from Hibs on Sunday?
A difficult game. I think every time we've played Hibs, whether it would have been under Lenny or Paul Heckingbottom, we've always had tough tests. They've got good individual players. They try and play the right way. We'll wait and see what their game plan is on the day. But I'm really interested to see how hungry my players are coming off the back of a big win where they're getting a lot of praise, and rightly so. You know, can they shift the mentality now to a really tough home game against Hibs? And it's a day where we need our crowd, because, you know, the travel and the tough game and what we put into last night's game, we're going to need Ibrox to be rocking and help us get through.
Last season, the games against Hibs, you dominated a lot of them, but you only managed to get one win against them. Why do you think that was? I mean, they proved to be quite awkward customers. Yeah,
we never took our chances. Certainly in the away games, we were very dominant, had all the possession, created all the chances. We come up against two goalkeeping performances from different people who were, I think they both got man of the match on both occasions. The game in the split, I thought we controlled and we were comfortable, and we deserved our win, and we should have won the other home game as well, but we conceded a silly goal. So we need to learn from why we didn't pick up enough points against Hibs last year. We did against Kilmarnock in the opening day of the season, and I'm hoping they're going to show the same character and resolve at the weekend.
With the EPL and the Championship deadline pass now, can Rangers profit from that, do you think? Are you still hoping to add to your squad, and do you think that you can make the most of the fact that there could be players now in those two leagues who are maybe not going to get a lot of football who might become available?
Yeah, I think a lot of clubs might benefit from that situation. I think you've seen here we've tried to do our business really early. We're very close to completion on the squad. But, you know, there is teams out there that have got interest in some of our players, so we'll have to wait and see how things progress. I'm really satisfied where the squad's at the moment. There won't be drastic changes to how it looks now, but you can never control what's going to happen in the weeks coming, because you don't know what's going to land at your table bid-wise for your own players. But in terms of incomings, we're very close to completion.
Is there any news of players going out, Glenn Middleton or Dresden?
Yes, Glenn Middleton has decided he wants to go to Hibs on loan. So that'll happen after the weekend. He's going to go and get some experience and play regular football. He was really close to going over to Holland. It was super close, and then last minute Hibs have shown an interest that he's looked into himself, and he's decided that he wants to go and pursue that.
Was it his decision to
His decision.
Anything on Dresden at all?
We've had some loan approaches, but at the moment the numbers don't suit the club. But yeah, he's got 2 or 3 loan opportunities that are brewing, so that's a maybe where we sit here right now.
Michael, how much did you enjoy last night's result?
Yeah, I'm happy with the result, with the win in a tough game. Happy with my goal. I think we were really good. Apart that 10 minutes when we could see 2 goals. But generally, I'm really pleased with the team performance.
How much is the rival, the 2 new centre backs, made you have to step up your own performances?
Yeah, if you want to keep your shirt, you have to show your quality and to help team, especially against a team like Midfield, who is really good in set bases with the powerful strikers. So yeah, as I said, I'm happy with the performance from me in goal.
Has the manager made it clear that because of the options he now has in your position, that there will be games when you drop in, you come back out, things like that?
Yeah, we have 4 quality defenders, but as I said, if you want to play most of the games, you have to fight for a shirt, and I respect all of my teammates, but I have my own way, fight for me, for my family, so I'll try to keep my shirt and like the other guys as well. So we will see who will do the best this season.
You got the goal last night, you had a part in the goal that Scott Arfield's come up with Kilmarnock. Is that something you think you can bring to the team, that attacking threat from set pieces and coming third?
Yeah, for now it was good from set pieces, from attacking set pieces, and we will try to do that, because we will have games like Kilmarnock, when especially Scotland, where the teams play in a low block, so sometimes we have to deliver goal from set pieces to help the team to win 3 points.
Do you feel confident that any time you get an attacking set piece, a free kick or a corner, that you can make an impact and get up there and win the ball?
Yeah, actually I feel that I can kick every ball now, and last games really comfortable when we go there, and I think we show that. Me and Connor as well, he's also good in the set pieces, so I think we've done a good job.
You're looking a lot more confident this season. Do you think having the benefit of being here last year and settling into life in Rangers and Glasgow, has that helped you?
Yeah, of course. That was my first year in Glasgow, first year in this big club. This year I feel, after 1 year I feel more comfortable. I have experience from last year. Now I don't go in away games for first times, like Aberdeen or Keighley. So I have experience from last year, and I feel much better than the last year.
How would you sum up your first year in Scotland last year?
When I saw everything at the end of the season, in total was 30 games. So I think that's good for first season in a big club. It was the difficult times for me, December, when I didn't play, but I think I've done good with that, because when I come back, I took my chance again and show my quality.
Big Katic's the Terminator. Are we all back?
Yep.
Yeah, the manager try to keep everybody's feet on the ground, GFK. Yeah?
Of course he does. He's not a daft man, is he? His pressers are there. They're absolutely brilliant. We could sit and listen for more than 15 minutes, Ox here. He showed his excitement on the touchline last night, and obviously he was showing calmness at his interview after the game. But I bet his insides were all gone, same as us. The happiness he was feeling, but he's keeping the players' feet on the ground. He's telling what's expected of them, and that is good. Going forward, he's telling them to be calm, and everything will come for them, and that's what's happening. Sunday's a hard game for us, without a doubt. Let's not kid ourselves on. So he needs to set out the team well to beat the Spoon Burners. So I think he'll do that. It was good to see Big Katic here having a wee word as well. So everything bodes well for Sunday. Sorry?
The Terminator.
Is that what we're calling him now?
What do you think?
Terminator and Big Buff.
He sounded like Big Schwarzenegger, didn't he?
I'll be back.
Fox, Glenn Kamara's no playing on Sunday, so always choice Stephen Davis.
Aye, I would think that would. He'd have been in Sunday for me anyway. I thought he might have rested Ryan Jack, but Kamara having a doubt over him will just mean that Jack will just stay in the team and Steve Davis will come in there.
I think so.
I thought the manager done well. He picked out a couple of players for special praise, Jones and Flanagan. So I think inside he was quite proud of that performance last night. Also mentioned that we hope that we'll score a lot of goals this year, same as we did last year. So I think he's beginning to have a wee bit of confidence in his side now.
We're way ahead of the goal scoring front than we were after the same stage last season.
I know we've only played one game in the league, but we've done
played
well.
Five European ties, Fox.
Aye.
I think we've scored 29 goals and 4 against or something like that, including the friendlies. So it shows that we can take our opportunities when they're presented. But last year it was a case of we never took as many chances as we're making. Let's hope we can capitalise this year and finish off good work and good movement throughout the team to get the chance that it's created in, you know.
Yeah. So if people want to give us a phone and give us their thoughts on Stephen Gerrard's comments, what's the number, JFK?
0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, Fox?
Rangers Radio.online on Skype, and the Old School Blue will bring you into the call.
That was about the only real clue for the team on Sunday there, JFK, the Kamara one.
Aye, well, when I watched and listened to it today, and that, so as soon as that happened, I wrote my team down for what I think it'll be on Sunday. And I agree with Fox is saying there.
Let's hear it.
Well, obviously, my Ford should be in goal, shouldn't he? Because Alan McGregor's still suspended, is that right?
No, way.
Finished, that's finished.
Then it finished okay then, so it would be Alan McGregor, Tav, Goldson, Katic and Halliday. In the middle, Aribo, Davis and Jack, and up front, Ojo, Jones and Fred.
Any difference in your team, Fox?
He did mention in his press conference last night that he'd be making some changes for Sunday. A wee bit of rotation in the squad. Obviously, Kamara's out. I think he might change away from Flanagan again and bring in Barišić. That's only my own opinion. I think that Jones may hold on to his place, but Arfield could do with a wee rest. So we maybe see Jones and Ojo. And whether Fred starts the game or no, we'll need to wait and see, because I think he's trying to share the workload, and maybe Defoe will come in Sunday.
I think Fred will play, but I think Defoe will play next Thursday, if that makes sense.
I think Fred will play maybe first half there, and then he'll bring Defoe, and looking forward to the game on Thursday. I still think we'll start with Fred. That's just my opinion, obviously.
Well, it's a league game, mate, and it's important for us.
Aye, so I'd start with Fred, aye.
It's interesting. The boy Doherty seems to be. I'm not saying he's obviously started many games, but he's slowly getting back in the fold. Done okay when he came on last night. Nothing startling, wasn't on that long, but done okay.
I was alright. As I said before, I still think he's going to be a bit part player. He was there to fill the space when needed. So I don't think he'll feature much apart from League Cups and the occasional appearance as a sub. But for me, I don't think he'll start many games. I might be proved wrong. It'll happen. He'll probably start on Sunday, but I don't see it. That 11 I'm picking there would be, I would think would. I know what Fox is saying about Barišić here, but I'd like to see Andy Halliday put in place of Barišić. Not saying I've lost confidence in Barišić, but I just feel going forward is maybe not the answer, but time will tell.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure we'll find out. There was no clues there for the manager, but
I think Doherty, mate, is coming on to add fresh legs to the team, and because of the work rate that our midfield goes through, he seems to come on, add a bit of energy to the team, and he's doing a good bit part at the moment.
Don't forget, Hibs traditionally play a 4-2-3-1, so I mean we've got to look at the way we're going to set ourselves up. Are we going to go 4-3-2-1?
All depends where Arfield fits in. If he
Well,
plays
that's something. Aye. If Arfield is, I don't think Arfield will play.
He looked a bit, if I'm being really honest, and I'm being hypercritical here because he scored a fabulous goal, but he just looked a wee bit leggy in the game.
Aye.
He's just everything's not just slightly coming after him, and it's just that wee 10%, Fox. I don't know if he could be jaded because of a long summer.
Doing a bridge, man.
He's doing a bridge.
I think did he know miss out in a lot of the pre-season training? So he'd just be working himself up to fitness, mate, after a long summer. But Scotty will come good.
Aye, I'm sure he will.
Definitely.
I mean, he still managed to score a tremendous goal last night, JFK.
Oh, I said that last night. You would agree with me. He wasn't in the game the way we wanted him to be, but he scored a fantastic goal. You're right,
JFK, and I'm sorry for interrupting you, but if Scotty phoned up, he'd say 2 goals, 2 games, boys, wouldn't he?
Aye, of course. But I think he played 6 games, I think, in the Gold Cup. So he's not had a pre-season. So he was getting a wee bit of time off there. But he's, as Fox said there, he's still trying to bed himself in, and he did look a bit jaded. So Sunday's game would probably be an ideal game to give him a rest. Bring in Davis there, and obviously Jack now retains his place, because I'd probably think that Jack would have dropped out if Kamara was there. So with Kamara probably not be there, Jack will take that space, and Davis and Aribo, I would think anyway. So give Scotty Arfield a rest, and they'll probably find they'll probably rest him next Thursday as well. That might be the rest that he's needing. So because we've got plenty of scope there in the middle of the park. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. But yeah, I would rest him definitely.
Aye, well, I'm not looking too forward in front of myself. Hopefully, get a good win on Sunday, comfortable time Thursday, and then it becomes a big game at Love Street when we're going for 9 points out of 9. Hopefully, yeah. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but then you're thinking about resting players on Thursday, win the game Sunday, then you've got another European tie, which becomes massive. It's an exciting time of the season, Fox, and it's only August.
Aye, it is exciting. The games are coming quite rapid. Thursday, Sunday. As long as we're playing Thursday, Sunday, it means we're in Europe, so I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah. The perfect game to blood a lot of players, if that's right. I think is the League Cup game in the Sunday against East Fife. That's after obviously the Midtjylland game next week. So that's a time to bring players in and rest a few players for when we play St Mirren the following week. So you'd be looking for players like Docherty to come in, wouldn't you? Players like that. That might be a chance to see the boy Brandon Barker, different things like that. Play Fordingham goal, so we can change a lot of personnel and get a lot of the first teamers, which would say was our first 15, 16, a chance to rest their legs and that. So the pool of players I've got to do is a cracking pool, so we can't complain. So there's a lot of, and that'd be good, because we play St Mirren and then we go to the Pedo Dome, and I've got the guys for the Pedo Dome coming to your place, so on the 1st of September. So I think things are going well, mate. Things are going well.
I've got an update on the voting on Twitter for the goals, just to give you the result. In 4th place, we have Fox's goal with 8% of the vote.
Boo.
In 3rd place, we have Pool Rangers goal with 11% of the vote.
Morelos.
In 2nd place, we have Travel Rug's favourite goal with 27% of the vote, Katic goal. And a winner with 54% on Twitter, as we sit this now, 54% goes to the second goal, Aribo. There you go. There you go. Anyway, we'll be joined by Albert. Evening, Albert. How we doing, mate?
I'm good, pals. How are you all?
All right, Albert.
Listen, you're going to have to send us a message when it gets to this time. We don't know if we're going to have to get our suits ironed and all that if you're no one.
Give a break. I just find the combination of my coat. You know what I mean? She puts me in there and I don't get out, so I just find a combination. I go to side down. I'm out now.
Well done. I'm pleased for you, mate. Pleased for you. How you doing, mate?
Arfield's goal.
You going for Arfield's goal, are you?
Oh, aye, definitely. I'm with Fox. That was a cracking goal. They were all cracking goals, to be honest.
That's the problem, mate. They were all good goals. You know?
But,
all good goals.
For all different reasons. The Morales goal was for the cross and positioning of the wee man. The Aribo goal was the carry with Jones, the timed run by Big Joe Aribo, and the what you call it, the class put away. You know what I mean? That was just a cultured finish. Big Katich's goal was for the two touches, one for Kamara, one for Morales. But it was a quality of the strike. It was just pure. It was a superb striking of the ball. But the other one, the one I like, it was the fourth one, and that was a run for Tav and a lovely weighted pass for Morales, Tav to Morales, and then the first time pass. Then his two wee touches, bang, through his legs, goal. Brilliant goal. Yeah. Very, very cute. It's a very cute goal, you know what I mean?
But that was last place in the poll, mate, so what do we know?
Exactly. That's what it's opinions, isn't it? That's all opinions, that's it. That's the good thing about it. It's good that we had 4 goals to actually debate, you know what I mean, and talk about, you know what I mean?
Aye.
The other good thing about it was not just a breath of fresh air watching a game of football again, but two teams going for it. It was, see that dross we watch in Scotland, I mean, that just put it into perspective. See, I keep saying it, see our product up here, we should be promoting that type of football. See anybody that plays that defensive football, they shouldn't get any credit for it. No in our country anyway, because we're trying to promote the product so we get more sponsorship into it, like the TV. Like people want to watch that brand of football. I mean, that's exciting, and it's like getting back to the old days where 2 teams actually went out to win a game. But we just follow the Premiership format as the big team attacks and the wee team defends. It's hopeless, just hopeless. Up here especially, it's just hopeless. And you're sitting there going, anybody that suffers from insomnia, I mean, come up and watch Scottish football, that will soon cure you.
Have you took the smile off your face today, Albert?
No. I had the tunes on and everything. I'm marching about. I had a duvet day today and off. I'm just marching about myself.
Every day's a duvet day.
Duvet day.
I'll tell you a story about that one day. We'll be joined by another caller. Evening, caller.
How you doing here? It's Graham here.
How are we doing, Graham?
How you up to? I was at the game last night, so I'm just back about 3 hours ago, you know.
Brilliant, Graham, brilliant.
Really, I went. It's the first time in my life I went myself to the game, and I met up with some guys I know for the Copper Road boys. But what a great couple of days I had there. Absolutely brilliant. You know what I mean? And what I'm on about is just to ask you what you thought of Flanagan. I thought he was outstanding last night.
Never put a foot wrong, really, considering he's only played 60 minutes in the reserve game.
And know what I like about him? It's not even his position he's playing, but any games he's played in, like against them across the city when we beat them 2-0, he never lets you down. And I'll tell you one thing, I was having him in that team before that, Barišić. I don't know what you think.
I will go to a man and I think I know the answer, but I'll no speak for him. JFK.
That's my friend there.
All right, Graham, how you safe jumping back? I'm all right, pal. I'm in the same camp as yourself, Graham. I would rather have Halliday or Flanagan play.
Graham, we're getting a lot of noise for you for the background. I don't know what you heard.
I know. I'm just. Wait a minute. I'm just moving. Wait a minute. I'm just moving. I'm just moving to where I am. I'll just come in a minute. I'll come. Can you hear me better now?
We can hear you all right. It's everything else we can hear. You're in the boozer.
No. What happened is I came up to the airport and I went into Stumps. I always turn these on in here. Well, what are you doing? You know, listening to jukebox? I said, no, I'm listening to Rangers radio. The best show in town.
Tell that Walkie to get home.
Walkie? Oh, he's away. He's got the bad leg now. He went away with this taxi again. No, he's no good now. He's getting better.
You'll tell him I said he'll never get better. When you go
he's away.
Answer the question.
I agree with what Graham's saying there. I mean, I'd rather, we're all talking about we're 1, 2, 3. Mine's it would be, my number one left back at the moment would obviously be Flanagan, Graham, and then next that would be Haaland and Barišić would be after that. So for me, it's going to be Flanagan and then Haaland as a backup. I just think that that Barisić's time has came at this moment in time. Play the winning team. So, but we never know what might happen on Sunday, Graham. Barišić might get straight back. You never know.
Jimmy, I never want any player that wears your colours. I never want to fail. But I always think to myself, maybe this guy puts a bandage on his head to play better, because when we signed him, he was a warrior. He was like Butcher. He was like, but since then, maybe the guy's no settling in the country, Jimmy. You know what I mean? It could be that. Or,
there has been stories that he's no settled well and that, but we actually don't know that.
Jimmy, that is big pal Katic. We thought he was going to go in the way out. This boy just needs to run the team. This boy is good, and he'll score goals for you, Katic.
We know that. We know that Barišić is a decent player, because I mean we saw what he brought to the game when we played Osijek, but unfortunately he's been hot and cold for his game, so we can't afford carrying.
No, Jimmy, we can't afford passengers. But I'll tell you another thing. I was talking to a guy that knows who's good information. My daughter's this Kresna, and he's supposed to be unbelievable. What's happened, Jimmy? We just can't. This guy's on his way out now.
He's gone in loan. He'll be out in loan before the transfer.
When you start playing down at Dumfries for the kids, you know that's your time up, isn't it?
Well, that's a shame,
Jimmy. You know,
that's a shame.
Jimmy, whoever wears that jersey, you never want them to fail. You want to go all the time you can
Graham, listen, mate. You get back in that boozer and have a few pints for me. Yeah.
I know. I'm good. It's actually poor now, but...
Can I just ask Graham before he goes?
Graham,
can I just ask you, I mean, there's a good things on social media about how you were treated there as by the local population and the police and the people at the club. Was it as good as they say, aye?
Aye, absolutely. You know, you were that safe, by the way. As I say, I made the trip myself. I booked it ages ago, and I couldn't be. I'll tell you what, it's as safe as you could be. Treated unbelievable. I smoked the jersey, and they were she came to the Tammy. Lovely people. But I'll tell you one thing. They were no mugs aside. I know I'm reading tonight on the Twitter for all of them for the other side of the city saying, they're just like St Johnson. My ass. End of the day, they were a good side. And the thing is, Rangers made them look ordinary. And that is the thing. And I know I'm a right blue nose all these years, Jimmy knows me, but we made them look an ordinary side last night. And that's a good thing for your side. If we continue that on Sunday, we'll start maybe ripping teams apart, because Stevie G, he's getting this team settled now. And once we get on our ball, we'll start giving teams a few gubbins. That's what I think.
Yeah, well said, Graham. Well said.
All right, then, listen, mate. Thanks very much for the call. You enjoy your night.
I'm heading back into Stumps, because the wife was phoning me. She says since I've been away there 2 days, are you coming up the road? I says I'll be up in a wee while.
hey, you know, you remember I've got Kay's number and speed dial here. I'm on the phone here.
You enjoy your night, Graham.
Good night, and
buddy, take care. See you later.
I'll give you a wee phone next week, boys. Enjoy yourselves, right? Thank you. Bye.
This is turning into the Partick Stumps phone in this.
Well, you know, as Oxford says, you either got it or you've not.
We'll be joined by George Logan. Evening, George.
How you doing, boy? You alright?
And George has walked the streets of Partick as well. Right down the middle he walked.
I don't think I've ever been treated like a lord in my life. We got treated in Partick, Ox, but that's another story. But a great show tonight again, guys. Good chat. You're all talking about good subjects and that. I asked the question last night, the night before, Ox, about our starting 11. I watched the goals today. I watched a few bits of the game today as well, bits and bobs, and I'm not going to the top. I'm really impressed. Like Fox was backing us Sunday when we got that scrappy 2-1. I'll take a scrappy 2-1 all the time because that was a 1 each last season, Ox. But I think what I asked last night was what point is we need to change the scrappy 1 eaches into 2-1 wins for us for last season now, and that's where we're going to pick up the points. But I think I asked the question last night about having a starting 11, Ox. I think, again, you can't start with 14 players, 15 players, but I think we've got to have a steady 15 players. I think we've got definitely at 14, I couldn't tell today, 14, possibly 15 guys who, if any one of them are picked, you'd be happy enough to have them. And then outside that, you've got, I heard you talking about wee Docherty and that as well, who can come on and with fresh legs, so they're probably just outside that. I think we've got built a really good squad, Ox. I'm not saying we're world beaters, I'm definitely not saying that, but out of the last, what's that, free transfer windows he's had, he's built a really, really good squad, a top team. He'd definitely 12, possibly 14 Ox, and I don't think we can grumble at that, and I think we'll still bring in one more. I think if anybody leaves, it'll probably be somebody on the outside of the Hangme Ox. But what do you think about that? 14, do we need a starting 14 players, if you know what I mean?
Well, you've got the 11 that started last night, mate, and then you've also got the boy Edmondson, who's not let us down. Hollander looks as if he's going to be a starter because we've paid that money for him. You've got Stephen Davis there. You've got Ojo.
I mean, do you mean the foe's a bit older, Ox, but still class him that can still do that for his day?
So that the squad, in a short space of time, look, we've been lucky, George. We've seen a lot of good players, some decent teams. So we know when we're decent and we know when we're poor, and we know we're on the right road.
I think that's it, Ox, what you're saying there. We're on the right path. I think we've seen the start of it last season. We brought certain guys in, and I think he got the best out of Tab as well. And we brought guys in today, certain Joes, and that we're definitely going that different way for bringing in guys that maybe shouldn't be at Rangers. Now you're bringing in guys that deserve to be there, and guys that want to fight for the jersey. And I think we've still went to that next level again. Again, he's older, but Jermaine Defoe coming in, Steve Davis, that's the kind of guys we needed. Now we went back the opposite way. We've brought in Aribo, and we've brought in Edmondson, the big centre half, who are two young laddies, but they're going to improve and take a certain places, Ox. And I think we've got a really, really good squad. I'm really happy. That's why last week I was doing. I wasn't doing Ox. I was a bit confused as to how we can play a scrappy game like that. But when you think about it in the cool light of day, Ox, it's a 2-1 win. Somewhere we couldn't have won last season. So that's what I want. I mean, the night yesterday, and we played that team after the park, Ox. It wasn't the greatest. Sometimes football, we got the goals, played well, a lot of top performers in the team, Ox. So you've got to take the good with the bad, and I think last week I was maybe a bit down, but you can't be doing with a 2-1 win, and that yesterday says we're definitely on the right road and we're taking good footsteps forward, Ox.
Look, the league campaign's all about winning all bear, innit? And if we win 2-1 on Sunday, we'll take it and we'll move on.
But as I've said before, Ox, I don't care about pretty football. I don't give a damn about pretty football. It's a win all the time for me, and I don't care how we do it. I just don't care. Whether they it's scrappy, horrible, kicking, punching, spitting, or playing nice football. It doesn't matter to me as long as we win. I just want to win. That's all. Every game. League games, cup games, European games, I want to win them all. And winning breeds winning, and we've started brilliant. And you can see the mentality in that team changing. Slowly but surely it's changing into a winning team. And the more times we win, the more times we fight and scrap scrap like we did on Sunday there, the better this team's going to be as a team. Yeah. And I'm confident.
George, 19 European ties we've played. We get robbed in Russia when we get a good goal chopped off to go 4-2 up, yeah?
The game was done, wasn't it?
Aye, or 4-1 up, I can't remember what it was. But anyway, we get robbed a perfectly good goal. And we get mugged, pushed up the park for a recall. They scored a goal, Big McGregor made a mess in Vienna, where we played okay. We just ran out of legs a wee bit and maybe we're short of players. But 19 games, some... No bad teams. No Barcelona's or Real Madrid's or Juventus in there, I accept that. But some teams that have been about the European scene for a while, and we've lost 2 games, mate.
going to hard places, Ox. That's what I mean. You're saying about the standard of the teams. It doesn't matter about the standard of the teams, Ox. We're going to Croatia, and we're going to Russia, and we're going to these places. Always hard places to go. It doesn't matter what team you're playing. We're getting results. We're scoring goals. I'm honestly delighted, Ox. I mean, the last few years was absolutely terrible watching, but I think we've got to take the good with the bad. And now we're starting to, like I say, we're no world beaters, Ox, but we're definitely getting there. And for me, I'm not really bothered about European football this season, but there's one game in, that's 3 games in, Ox, or 4 games in, and you're saying to yourself, can I want to have a wee run at this? And that's maybe silly me, Ox, because I always want to concentrate in the league, but when you see a performance like that last night, Steven Gerrard deserved, and if Rangers fans should want to go around the world and watch things, I've done it. They want to be doing that, Ox. So you can't be selfish about it. It's really good for the team in that, Ox. But I want to concentrate in the league. I want to win the league this season, Ox.
Aye, that's for priority. Actually, that's the point. I think all Bears moving 38's going to be 2-1 wins if we're delighted. You know.
Definitely.
That's absolutely right, mate. And I know we prioritise it, but life doesn't work out that way. The games come the way the games come. You know what I mean? So you can't. I thought we were going to weaken a team to play in the other competition and all that carry on, but you can't really do it. You know what I mean? You've just got to put horses for crosses, and you've got to go with the medical team and the technical team to say that he's ready for this game or he's not ready for this game. So you've got to go down that road. You know what I mean? But if I had a choice, which we're not going to get a choice, but if I had a choice, it'd be a league all the time. First, second, third, and last, the league.
Aye, without a doubt. You know, but aye, George, I think your thing. I think 15, 16 players there competition. That's no thrown in Docherty, Halliday.
Yeah, boy.
Aye, Brandon Barker. Did you see that coming, George?
Hugo.
Just had a call.
Can I just say, Chief, you think back your thought?
On you go, mate.
Sorry, I spoke out, folks. You're on you go, folks. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, we're talking about how well the squad's been put together. But 12 months ago, when Steven Gerrard came into our club, his main priority was to take the club back to the top of Scottish football. He's had a year of learning, brought in a pre-assembled backroom squad, and I think he's on the right track to take us back to the top, mate.
Yeah.
Will we win the league this year? We all hope so. But we've got to still give this guy, he's here for 4 years, and I think every year he'll get better and better. Whether it's good enough this year, we can only hope.
You're coming in there, George?
I actually, you can go back and listen to one of the things. The boy, I thought that boy was a good player. He's really rapid. I think he's somebody we could actually maybe do a job for us. The boy, he was at Hibs a couple of years ago, and I think he scored a couple of goals against us. But what Fox was saying there, see what Fox said there, I think you mentioned earlier on, Ox, the passion that Steven Gerrard, the clips I watched today, the goals always flash back to him. And it's not just because it's Steven Gerrard, because see at the very start, if anybody remembers, I said I think we're making the wrong decision bringing a guy in that's not done the job. I wanted a guy that's done the job, you're okay in that, but 6 weeks down the line I was proved wrong, so thankfully I was proved wrong. But he's passionate on the sidelines in that, Ox, and when we score goals and when somebody misses a tackle, I think these guys are going to want to play for him. And whether we win, I think we can do it. I'm not getting over the top here, but I think we can do it this season. But definitely what Fox said there, we're moving in the right direction, and you've got to thank him for that. And if we didn't win the league this season, we still go next season, we make improvements again, Ox. So that's what we do.
Aye, we're improving all better, and obviously if we win on Sunday, that's the corresponding fixtures last season we had 1 point and we could have 6 out of 6. I know it's early days, but that's 5 points plus.
I mean, definitely. I mean, that's the aim, isn't it? I mean, we're not kidding ourselves on here. We know, like the Sunday's game, we know we've got to win that. And the scenario we get into the game, we know we're going to have to face that time and time again this year, especially if we progress in Europe. Know that Thursday, Sunday stuff. This is good stuff now, but we're making inroads, and Sunday's just another test. Thursday was a test there, a step up in class. New Sunday's another test. Let's see if we can put them to bed at Ibrox. Then we'll have to play them away eventually. We'll see if we can do that. But one hurdle at a time, one game at a time. Don't get too far ahead of ourselves. Just this next test is on Sunday. Let's get the Let's get the claymore sharpened up and the battle cry going. Let's get ready for this and let's go to town.
Just so you understand, that's your chib and your voice, Fox, yeah?
Got on to that.
That other boy, Graham, he sounded he was calling in for a kung fu picture set, didn't he, man? All that noise in the background.
Oh, that'll be all my mates in the background, you.
That's Stump.
That Stumps is like the bar out of Star Wars, mate. I'm not joking.
Remember, this is getting out live, Fox. And
I know.
You heard that, JFK? Take a note of that.
Yep, it's noted, mate. Noted. Right. Hello to all the boys in Stumps. You're a good crowd. I've got mine in anyway.
I'm more in the Fox camp, if I'm being honest.
Oh, well.
Aye, Georgie, we've done a great job, but the board have backed him. The support have backed the board. We're on it together.
Aye, that's it, Ox. I mean, like I said there about Steven Gerrard, I wanted the guy to come in, and I'm not particularly anybody in particular, Ken, Sam Allardyce or somebody like that been around it and knows what it can bring in guys, and I was proved wrong. I didn't think we were at a time on our journey where we wanted to be was to bring in somebody like Steven Gerrard who'd never been up here played or done anything like that, but we've been proved wrong. But I think, and what I said when that Pedro one was in charge, we done it all wrong. We brought him in, and then we brought a director of football, and what a job a director of football is doing, because that's another one the day he's managed to get for Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's delighted with that, so it's all working. Ox. The fans are the ones that's making this all work, because we're pumping our money in. We're doing a bit. We're going every Saturday and Sunday. We're going on a Thursday night. The board are putting the money into to Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's doing the job, so it's all working good in the Ox. It's so happy, good times at Ibrox. So keep it like that. That's what we need to keep it like. And winning games just makes us push that forward, Ox.
Winning games is all bear said breeds confidence, JFK, yeah?
Of course it does. We've been saying that all last season. A winning team wins. No, keep the same team if you can. But I agree with what George is saying. I mean, I picked out 17 players the other day that I thought that you would say would be the players that we'd rely on. But I still go back to what Albert said last week, the week before that, about a core of 6 or 7. He needs to have that core of 6 or 7 playing every week and bringing in that, 4 players, whatever, 5 players that to supplement the 11 on the park. But I mean, the winning team will win every week if the momentum's there. I think last season he's learned that he can't chop and change it too much. But I think he was handcuffed with the fact is that he didn't have the squad that he's got now. The squad we've got now is a cracking squad. We saw that. We played Midfield after Park last night, and as Graham said there, who was there watching his ears, we made them look ordinary, and we're not getting the credit for that, So, yeah, everything bodes well for the future. Maybe one more addition might be a left back. Maybe another possible other one. Do we need another striker? I still think we need a backup striker. So the gaffer's no ruled it in, but aye, everything looks good for the future, mate. Good core of players.
Believe it or not, we've reached that time of the evening, JFK.
Time flies when you're enjoying yourself.
That went in quick, didn't it?
We've reached that time of the evening. Can I thank everybody who's phoned in Rangers Radio? Thanks to everybody who joined us tonight with first time calls and everything. Great to hear from everybody joining us on the show. Thanks to everybody for taking part in the lobby. Just enjoy the game on Sunday, everybody who's gone along. The technical team are out at the game, so we've no show on Sunday, but we'll be back Monday night at 9 o'clock talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, old school boy.
The Glasgow Rangers football team was the greatest team of all. We support the Glasgow Rangers, do not Ibrox is the place. And we will follow in the championship race. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team was the greatest team of all. It's true, the magic boys in blue are the best team in the land. You've got to queue and govern to get a ticket for the stand. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. We've spent a lot of money on great players, yes, that's true. But the Rangers fans deserve the best from the boys in royal blue. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Ago the story, it was dismal, full of gloom. Now we're building an extension for the Ibrox Trophy room. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. In Europe we'll be travelling by land and sea and plain. The teddy bears have got the bears and we're on the march again. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball.